Staszek began to read your book, and he said, "Oh yeah, this is really good stuff." And then Gosia called you, and she came to us and said, "Luke wants to do a very practical workshop, hands-on. So we need to, take one of our products and work on a few practical things we have to do." And it was very convincing because, if someone proposes us to work practically on our issues, I said it would be much more better
it was
than
exactly
theoretical
what
training.
we were looking for.
Because theory, I can read theory in book, but the problem is after I've read the book, I don't really have clue how to do it.
And we've
So
got even more questions than the answers.
And
this is just the beginning. Give you the insight, but you just really need to work on it in practical way.
And because when we started to learn lean manufacturing, it was in the end of 90s. Really, we realized you cannot learn it from books. You need to have your sensei, experienced person working with you on practical things.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can learn by practicing. So that's why I think your approach is very good to learn. Yeah? And theoretical training is not enough. Reading books is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you start to do it after just reading books, you will make mistakes. If you do not have sensei, you will not realize you make mistakes, so you will do it in the wrong way.
Yeah, you need the feedback.
Yeah, and for these 2 days we worked from sensei expert, so it was very valuable for us.
First of all, I didn't know what to expect, actually, from this workshop, so I was very open. I was not trying to not prepare myself to generate any answers or anything before. So what went well, that we went creative.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe this is the most important part of it. Like, we were not close to the previous our foundings or things we believed, or assumptions. So we tried to develop everything from the start, and I think it went very well. A few things. First of all, during the workshop, you exactly know where you are. In your product development, you can find your place. If you are at the beginning, if you've done the job well or not. So you can just place yourself in the process. So this is, I believe, very, very important. And the second thing is that you know how to do things, like to work with some solutions like Hero Canvas, for example. And the third, maybe the most important thing, is that you know what to do next. What's the next step, what you need to improve, where you need to improve, and how to follow the methodology.
Mm-hmm. What was surprise for me that I thought that all these tools will be mainly applicable to software development. But in my opinion, you can use it to any kind of product you want to develop. So it doesn't matter if you can use this approach because it's very universal. So for me, this went well. Yeah. And for sure, we will use these experiences in our work, for sure.